Hello guys and welcome back. So the last two videos have been covering Borderlands 3 news. So today I decided to do something different and just wanted to talk about more general Borderlands news that has been happening in the community. So to start, there's no artist for today's thumbnail, so instead be sure to follow me on Twitter at HayderHype and subscribe to my second channel Hayder for coverage on upcoming games and stuff that isn't Borderlands. So with that, let's get right into it. Okay, so first story I wanted to touch on is regarding the characters from Tales from the Borderlands. Even before the closure of Telltale Studios, which happened earlier this year, they were the developer behind Tales from the Borderlands, fans were always confused as to whether the game and characters would be brought in and acknowledged by the main series. In the past, the Telltale devs have expressed hope that their characters would carry over, and that's the reason they created these characters, was for eventually Gearbox to have. And in October, Randy Pitchford finally decided to elaborate more on these rumors and the future of these characters. And it all was just from a fan asking them on Twitter. So spoilers if you haven't played Tales from the Borderlands, the fan does mention certain characters and events that happen in the game. So if you still want to go play it, go do that, don't finish this, or just skip ahead. Alright, so that's your warning. So the fan said, quote, "I just finished Tales from the Borderlands and I got a question. Should we consider, irrespective of our choices, the main plot points of the game canon to the Borderlands franchise story? Also, please say no." At Duval Magic, which is Randy Pitchford. Randy Pitchford responded saying, quote, "Why no?" The fan said, quote, "I guess I had a problem taking in that the game, of all the characters, it was decided to kill off Scooter. But by being canon, there's a ton of potential for others and other events to step in." Randy then said, quote, "We do not intend to undo anything from Tales. We also like many of the new characters and believe some of them have a role to play down the road. That said, when we discover Tales conflicts or is inconvenient to our lore, we are not afraid to keep doors open for us." So effectively, this confirms that the Tales characters will have some sort of impact on future games, and Randy makes it sound like that they've given this a lot of thought and make sure it works before they just add in characters just to please the fans. The next story is from the creator of the community patch for Borderlands 2 has teased the idea of a community patch for Borderlands 1. So on November 12th, he posted on Twitter saying, quote, "How do people feel about a Borderlands 1 community patch?" And obviously people were excited, people were hyped, they told him yes, do it. It's something that the community would want to see. Then 4 days later, on November 16, he posted, quote, "A lot of people seem to want a Borderlands 1 unofficial community patch. I'll see what I can do, especially since I lack so much time recently." So I wouldn't say it's confirmed completely, but it is looking likely for PC players to have a community patch for Borderlands 1 in the future. And it would be awesome to see how they would change the game. For the most part, Borderlands 1 makes you really strong in general, so I would be curious to see what skills they tweak, what gear they tweak, and just how it plays after that. So be on the lookout for that, and I'll also keep you guys updated when we get anything. So the next story is a video plug. The NeoGamer YouTube channel posted a video titled Borderlands Realistic Prototype 2008 Beta Gameplay and Trailer. So they took everything that was made publicly available before Borderlands 1, changed to the concept art style or before the cel-shaded graphics, and uploaded it to their YouTube channel. It's all in HD and looks amazing. I would recommend everyone to go check it out. I've covered a lot of the info in the past, breaking down character models, things we knew before, the original trailer breakdown. So you can find all those on my channel. I'll link my playlist, the before the cel-shaded graphics, if you guys want to see that below. But it is really cool to see what the game looked like before, and still fingers crossed that they might release the original beta or some form of it if they ever decide to remaster Borderlands 1. Next thing I want to talk about is also a video, but this is in regards to Borderlands 2 VR. So they released a live action trailer and it looks awesome. If you guys haven't seen it yet, pause this video, go check it out. I'll link it down below. But if you haven't seen it, it basically shows Maya as she fights multiple different bandits and robots. She uses her phase lock ability. We also see her firing a Hellfire machine gun, and this should get you guys excited for what a Borderlands live action movie will look like and could look like. This was also just a trailer, so I can't imagine what a full-fledged movie budget will make this game look like on the big screen. It doesn't get me too excited about Borderlands 2 VR, but it's a cool trailer nonetheless, and I would recommend you guys check it out. Something that goes along with that is there was a behind the scenes video released from one of the artists who was contracted by the production company making the trailer, and he was hired to make all the psycho masks for the trailer. It was very cool to watch. I would highly recommend it if you guys are into the behind the scenes, how it was made, everything like that. That will be down below. And one last thing regarding Borderlands 2 VR is my friend Mental Mars made a 2-minute breakdown of the gameplay from TwitchCon. It's quick, and it mentions a few different details about the gameplay that we might have missed or how it works. If you're interested in that or just want to see more about Borderlands 2 VR, go check out that video, link it down below. Okay, and finally, the last story is that Gearbox added Borderlands The Handsome Collection bundle to Steam. Submato actually brought this to the forefront of the community, and people are linking this being released on Steam to the rumored new DLC allegedly coming out for either Borderlands 2 or Borderlands the pre-sequel, which are obviously bundled together in the Handsome Collection for consoles. So if Gearbox does release a new DLC, it would make sense for them to market it towards the Handsome Collection. So new people on PC, if they don't already own Borderlands, would go look up on Steam the Handsome Collection, buy that instead of buying it separately. Just Borderlands 2 or without DLC. So it gives Gearbox more money, but also it's just a really good deal regardless. And for the most part, with this new DLC, we know it would only be current-gen consoles, just because it'd be almost impossible for Gearbox to make it work with last-gen consoles due to the memory limitations. Really interesting. My next video I'm going to put out is breaking down all the new DLC rumors. It's going to be really long. Make sure to subscribe. Stay tuned for that. I think you guys will be really into it. If you want to check out any of the stories I mentioned today, links will be in the description down below. Like and share the video, and I will see you guys in the next one.
But now they're trying to make good on their mistakes with these presents.